Didn't realise it the other night. It's, you know, I had it out on stream a while back and didn't realise it, but after leaving it on for not very long, the machine just locks. I'm not 100% sure why. I'll show you what I mean. There's a whole lot of things I want to try before I go down checking that route. I mean, that is a possibility. Now, the reason it's not booting off the hard drive is because the hard drive was still spinning up. Three finger salute doesn't seem to reboot it either. I don't know why. I put the mic down by the hard drive so you can hear it, because it's a thing of beauty. Yeah. I might have actually convinced my keyboard is working. I'm pretty disorganised for this, to be honest. She just takes a little while to kick into life. Sometimes the old beast. It's funny because I had it booting earlier before dinner. It was booting. Oh, you got your new Ottoman. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Now there's a big bunch of things I want to try before I go suspecting faulty hardware at this stage. Although, could be a bit of wishful thinking, but should be able to 3-finger salute this thing, but for some reason it's not happy with me. Oh yeah. Oh, sounds pretty comfy. Yeah, the keyboard's plugged in. Thanks. I've got caps lock light on and all. Yeah, thanks for that advice. I do have an extension. As I say, I did have this thing running before. And it's, for some reason it seems to be kicking me straight into let's try something. Yes, I am. Oh, that doesn't look right. No, it probably means a different Amiga and, you know, playing some games, I guess. What do you reckon of that, Mr. C? If you're still there, look at that. Don't like the look of that. Not even sure if Pirates is available on Amiga. And by the way, I've never played Pirates. Yeah, doesn't look too good, does it? What the hell is that? You know, I'm wondering, so there's quite a few things potentially going on here. Well, the machine boots, like I had it booting just before. Oh, there is an Amiga version. Okay, thanks. The machine boots, I had it booting just before dinner. And it's been booting fine. Of course, as soon as you go and stream it, it decides it's going to be a pain. It's not actually detecting the hard drive, is it? Yeah. So what's going through my mind is potential issues. I mean, this is potentially just an issue with this hard drive card at the moment. But as far as the machine locking up is, you know, I want to boot it from floppy and see if it does the same thing. I want to remove this hard drive card and boot from floppy and just see whether I get the same issue. It's almost like this card, it's almost like the backing plate is stopping the card from going in fully. So that's the first thing I want to do. You know, it's definitely not happy. The other thing is, do I have even potentially faulty piece of RAM on the accelerator? But this is a new fault. Yeah, it would boot off the disk. But this is, I really want to get it back to the point where I can show you what it's doing. I'm trying to replicate the issue. It's going to try a different slot. Where did I put my screwdriver? Sure, I had it out earlier. Oh, there it goes. That's weird. Ah, hard drive just spun down when I moved this cable. I'll disconnect the. I'll disconnect the CD. I wonder if I've got a faulty ribbon cable. That Molex is just pushing the one of the cables back into the plug there, through the back of the plug. Doesn't feel right. That's better. Sort of wonder if it's, you know, it's potentially these cheap, these new, that's like a Y adapter, Molex Y adapter, and I wonder if it's just because it's cheap, AliExpress special. If I fed a Workbench 3.1 disc in, Seems strange that this hard drive card's just decided to give up the ghost. Just like that though. That's what it does when you boot it off. What'll be interesting, and this is what I wanted to try before, is well, I actually wanted to replicate the issue to show you that it was locking, and so the hard drive just powered down and up again. I wonder if that hard drive's on the way out. This is one of the tests I was going to do, was just to boot off floppy rather than the hard drive and just see whether the machine locked. It might not be the accelerator that's the issue. I was thinking, you know, because it's an unknown accelerator to me, I was thinking that it could be that's causing issues. But maybe it's been the hard drive or the controller card on the way out. There's a possibility. No. This is just this is your bog standard 3.1 disc. It's got a set of 6 discs for installing it onto a hard drive. Yeah, I'm wondering, I'm wondering if the hard drive's on the way out. I'm trying to think if I've got anything. I don't think I've got any SCSI drives in here. This is first night of Amiga April, so no. No. I've got diagnostic hardware and software, which back in the day you'd have to buy because you're buying hardware. Evil C's probably better qualified to answer the question about diagnostic software. I guess there are RAM checkers. I've never really ever done anything like that, you know, like checking RAM specifically. Not that I could remember. I do have diagnostics tools, but it's actually part of what I want to do in Amiga April is I've got a hardware diagnostic with a harness and everything. And I've got the software for it as well, so I want to sort of experiment with that. That's on the cards for later streams. But, you know, this is, it would have locked up by now. Amiga test kit. Yeah, I think I've got a Amiga test kit somewhere. Oh yeah, so that's what Xeon's just linked in. How big is that? 140k. Yeah, I should grab that. It's easier said than done though, because I don't have cross-DOS on here, and I don't have networking, I don't have obviously USB. I'd have to write it with an emulator. Oh, okay. 1.16, that should be pretty good though, eh? I take it, is that free? Or do you pay for it? Let's click the download button and see. Oh, it's going to download it. I'm thinking hard about that one, Mr. C. A machine with a... Yeah. I do have a machine with a GoTech. And it's sitting right beside me. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. I've got to get my headspace back into Amiga headspace. Yep, so that one is right beside me here. But this is good news that this is actually running. I'm thinking that, well, I'm hoping that the accelerator is okay. Can't imagine it'll be RAM. I think more than likely it's hard drive failing. See how it goes when it's sort of warmed up. Okay. I'm pretty sure I did make a copy of this. I might even have it actually on the system. If I had cross-DOS, I could do it. Anyway, let's just give this thing a reboot and see what happens. I'm a little bit concerned about the keyboard. Is it working? Yes, it is. Okay. The 3-finger salute is still not working though. I guess I should check that those keys are working. Yeah, I wonder if the Amiga keys aren't working. I'll try my Amiga 3000 keyboard. Well, the other added thing is a potential complication is that, or not complication, but failure point is that I've got a keyboard extension, a DIN extension. Who knows, that could be introducing issues, couldn't it? Oh yeah, it could be quite handy then, couldn't it? See, once the hard drive spun up, I wonder whether if I can successfully do a 3-finger salute, that, you know, I'll eject the boot floppy. Hard drive spun up already and do the reboot and it might just kick into life. Yep, that's working. So, yeah, this Amiga 2000 board. Ooh, what do we got? Defective. Look at that. oh, your manufacturer 2017 would be Great Valley Products, and both the Accelerator and the hard card are GVPs. I'm just going to pull the hard card. I mean, it could just be, maybe, do I need to clean this slot? You know, I mean, that's a possibility as well, isn't it? Slot looks fairly clean. Out of interest though, let's fire it up with that card out. That seems weird though, doesn't it? That's just with the accelerator in. Okay. What do you reckon? Reseat all these? All those socketed chips? Yeah. I've tried 2 slots, so yeah, I mean there's a whole lot of factors, It could be. The slots look fine, but I'll give them a clean. Definitely worth trying. The other thing I could try is I could just throw this into another machine. Or I could put the original accelerator back into this machine and see whether that hard drive card comes right, because it is looking a bit like it's potentially this accelerator card, doesn't it? Ferreting for tools. Is that, oh, that one, I did that one before. It's this one here, doofus, that one. That cap is right in the way. I don't think it'll be anything upstream, Xeon, because this computer is, you know, tested, good, reliable machine. If that's what you mean, if you mean it's something upstream of the accelerator. Unless something's failed, you know, just recently, but they seem to be pretty reliable, robust machines. You know, they don't just, not saying it can't be that, but I sort of, you know, this is only really played up since I put this accelerator in, this machine. So, you know, to me, that's smoking gun, accelerator smoking gun. Or that hard card's failing, but that could just be a symptom of this accelerator playing up, I guess. I mean, a really valid test would, as say, would be just to put the old accelerator back in and see how she goes. And there's a whole bunch of tantalums on here too, which always worries me. Could be that RAM too, couldn't it? it was working. Like I had Workbench booting, and it was detecting the accelerator, so it was definitely working. But yeah, it was locking up. I'm tempted just to lift these slightly and push them back in. Give Buster a reset, you reckon? Oops. Yeah, you just never know how some of these things interact, eh? Hey, that's looking better. That's looking better already. Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? It's actually going to boot from the hard drive now. I'm pretty sure. Yep, I think it's going to boot from the hard drive. And now the question will be, how long will it stay? That's normal. I don't have the optical drive installed. MMU is in use, CPU's 030, so this is where I was at, right? But the system was locking pretty much. See, I heard the optical drive do its initialization then. I'm wondering, yeah. I'm also wondering why DF1 is not happy. Is it one of those situations where if I breathe on the accelerator, you know, just the fact that it's in a slot and yeah, that's kind of what I'm figuring as well. Yeah, not sure I put the music on there, but that would be a reasonable thing to do, wouldn't it? Just to get it to play music for a while. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's music there. I'll just disable my background music on my PC and switch across to the Amiga playing music. Is it playing music? That's the Amiga playing. I'm just going to make a quick coffee. Be back in a sec. I'll leave you with that music. Hopefully the blanker will kick in soon. That's pleasing to see. Still running. Or maybe this is fixed. Still not sure what's going on with DF1 there though. So check the connections on that. Do I really want to breathe on it? Frontier Elite 2. Oh, I haven't copied these discs. I should probably do that. Working floppy drive would be handy. Second floppy, I mean. The power connector is a bit dodgy. Some of these power connectors are a bit funny, especially these floppy drive. That's both floppies working now, I think. You might have to reboot though, right? Let's have a look. Yep, that's good. This should be DF0. Named as such for troubleshooting purposes. Switch over to the other mic so we've got a little bit of noise cancellation. Quite a bit of noise coming from these machines. Ah, there it goes. That's what it does. You would have noticed a bit of a flash there. Then again, it could be that power connector on that floppy disk, on the floppy drive. Because I noticed this last time, it seemed to be weird when I was using the floppy drive, but the machine would run for ages otherwise. Could explain it. Might be dealing with several borderline sort of problems. Uh, I'm using this mic right here just for the noise cancellation. Keep forgetting sometimes that I'm not using this one because it's quite noisy. Unless you prefer to hear all the noise in the background. Like 2 gig SCSI HP hard drive whirring away. Fan noise. You name it. Yeah, sorry, because the computer crashed. Just I can switch over to my main PC like that, so you got something to listen to while I do this. Oh, it's locked again. Interesting. No, I downloaded it. I just haven't put it in there yet. The other thing I was thinking when I was having issues with this is maybe it's overheating. Was one thing that went through my mind, because it got worse the hotter the machine got, or sorry, the longer the machine was on for, and then when I'd come back after leaving it off for a long time, it would be stable. No, I tempted just to chuck a fan at it, like just get a fan blowing in the general direction. I'm not sure I have anything handy that I can do that with though. Desk fan over there, but that's not really all that practical. Is it? Not normally. They don't normally need fans. I've never had to put a fan near an Amiga. Like, there's the fan in the power supply. Or the only other one I've had to do is the other one with the 030 Accelerator, that little Amiga 600. But in general, you shouldn't need to put a fan anywhere near them. I'm just thinking of something to that I can quickly sort of test that theory with, you know, without too much hassle. Just wondering whether that accelerator might be needing possibly a bit of cooling. But let's have a squiz and see. Can I get the fan to point down onto it though? That's the thing. It's not really ideal. It's got to count for something. You'll hear that background noise, but let's crank her up. See what we get. Could possibly need a more direct fanage. Oh, we've got a guru. You can't see that. Oh, and it's playing silly buggers again. Ah, and this keyboard's no longer responding to the 3-finger salute either. Interesting, isn't it? Don't like the look of it. It's going to boot now. Where did I find the music again? It was in play, wasn't it? Right there, you dog. Right, that's the Amiga. I don't think I can put your file into the Amiga, Xeon Bogan, because it's probably an MP3, is it? Yeah, even worse. Well, better quality, but worse for the Amiga. Yeah, they can, but Amiga can't play either. Well, maybe with an 060 you might be able to, I don't know. Even an 040, I don't know actually. Never really tried it. Now, yes, that's right. I know. I was just saying, since we're mucking around with Amigas. Yeah, definitely plays flags. Now, the test will be floppies. Copy floppy. So the other thing to do, if this continues to play up, is potentially take the accelerator out of this and that hard drive card and just whack that straight into another Amiga and see whether it continues to play up. Obviously that will more than likely narrow it down to whether it's cards or whether it's the Amiga itself or some sort of compatibility. I mean, there's different revisions and motherboards and things like that that could potentially cause conflicts, you know, between different cards. I'm not really up with it all, but that information is easy to check, especially when we've got experts in our group. I'm not sure I want to play Pirates. I don't know if it's my cup of tea. I don't think it is. And not sure how I'd easily transfer it on there. What I will do is probably tomorrow at some stage later in the day is I'll put my other Amiga here, and then this one can sit on top of it, but my other Amiga's got the GoTech in it. I've seen it played plenty of times, but that's what I mean. I'm just not sure it's my cup of tea. Yeah, I know it's popular. Could give it a go. I shouldn't really judge it considering I haven't played it, but I have watched it. That's what I'm judging it on. Did they copy already? They did too. Well, that's promising. If I copied, so I went from DF1 to DF0, copy. If I copy DF0 back to DF1, that pretty much checks the drives and the media. Oh, that's my keyboard. That's right. That's not unusual. So if I copy from DF0 to DF1, So the other thing I want to do, so you almost end up with a little list of things to do when you start delving into stuff. It's like, you know, when you start going down the rabbit hole with certain things, and so get the other machine with the GoTech on the bench, maybe rig up a little local fan, just even an 80mm that's just pointing down on the accelerator card. I'm assuming it potentially could be the accelerator, maybe even heatsink. It'd be good if I had one of those FLIR temperature gauges, eh? And so that's the mission probably for tomorrow. Get that sorted. At least once I've got the GoTech there, I can transfer stuff across quite easily. And a nice little localized fan rather than this big monster blowing on me. The weather's starting to get a bit cooler. So next thing is to copy the original discs, Frontier Elite. That's also a game that doesn't particularly take my fancy. What were you watching? Like board repair? That's always cool, eh? This has kind of been like a repair video. Charity shop sorting? Oh! Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're watching those, are you? Oh, sorry, I didn't read your comment properly. Repair vids on my channel. Oh, God. Don't watch the old ones, they're janky as anything. This is when I used to record with a camera microphone, and you know, I'd be like 3 or 4 feet away from the camera, and so the audio's crap. This made a huge difference to my YouTube channel as far as the audio quality, and the audio is one of the most important things, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's a godsend. Well, this is actually behaving itself. Nev, this Amiga 2000, this is the one that I put the new to me Accelerator in, and it booted, and I thought it was mostly okay, you know, and then I noticed later it was crashing, and sometimes it would get quite flaky. Like, the thing I noticed was last time is that after some use it would start to crash, and I stuck in the back of my mind then whether it's a heat issue, and I've noticed the same thing tonight. I mean, I cranked this machine up before tea and it worked, just to get it ready to make sure it was to make sure that I could actually boot the machine and show you what was happening with it on stream, and you know, booted, happy as Larry. Oh, the cool. be able to come straight in and start streaming it, show people what it's doing. It wouldn't boot after tea. When I started streaming, it wouldn't boot. It would boot off floppy, but it wouldn't boot off the hard drive. And I wanted to show what it was doing, and we've seen it. It's locked up before. And so after a little bit of time, it'll just lock and then reboot. Sometimes you'll get like guru meditations, bit of weirdness, and then it'll come right. You know, you reset the card, come back in, it'll be fine. And then it locked again. I think it was the second time, and I couldn't get the machine to run again. Like, it was just constantly failing. And that's when I thought, is it heat? And so I've got a big ass desk fan set up where that bright light is there that you can see. That's just reflecting off my desk fan, blowing in the general direction, and the machine's running stably. So what does that tell you? And so mission for something a little bit more practical, possibly for tomorrow night, is if I can get just one of those 80mm fans. I might even just run it from my power supply up here, run a little 80mm fan directly over the area, because I don't have a flare. I wish I did. I think you can get flare type stuff for your phone, but I'm not sure how accurate it is. It could be worth looking into. But I wonder if it's heat issue. You never normally need to put fans on Amigas. You know, normally with the big box Amigas, you've got the power supply fan and that's it. You don't normally need to do a hell of a lot. But I've found, you know, like that little 600, that Amiga 600 I did in Amiga August, I had to put the fan, a little heatsink and a fan on the 03 accelerator I've got for that Amiga 600. You know, that's not, you shouldn't really have to do that either, but I'm just wondering whether, you know, maybe some of these CPUs or the associated support chips might be a little bit, I don't know whether they sort of wear out as such, but you know what I mean. Then just as they get older, they might need cooling. I don't know, I've never heard of it myself, but that's all I can really surmise. Because they don't come with fans. You know, these accelerators don't have fans, they don't have heat sinks on the chips either. So it makes you wonder if with age there's potential for them starting to need it for whatever reason, whether they've been damaged or not, something like that, I don't know, but just one of those things that goes through my mind. Not sure if there's any copy protection on these, on this game, but and I found it would lock up when I was copying discs and things like that, but that could just be related to the heat thing, you know, maybe because the discs take a while to copy and you sit there waiting for it, you know, I don't know. It's just surmising, really. And this machine's been stable, you know, like it had an 030 accelerator in it before, and it was rock solid. The problems only cropped up when I chucked in this new accelerator, new to me accelerator. So you know that's kind of like the big smoking gun, right? It's the way I see it as far as diagnosing the issue. Unfortunately, I've got the boxed Frontier Elite 2, but, oh, actually, I've got a photocopy manual, but I do have the original there as well. This is the longest it's run, by a long shot. The installation instructions, hard disk installation. Turn on your computer as normal. Open the hard disk window by clicking it with the mouse and selecting the directory into which you wish to install Frontier. Insert the program disk into drive 0. When the disk icon shows on the screen, open it by double clicking it. Now drag the Frontier icon onto the hard disk directory you previously selected. Run Frontier by double clicking the Frontier icon. Yeah, that's dope as 5. It's cool, I love it. Right. Yeah. Uh, I'm almost tempted to buy it, you know. I think I've said that before. It's kind of like, I love the Amiga one so much. Oh, yeah. Why didn't it let me... Oh, that's my keyboard playing up. I wonder... I am using a keyboard extension, which might not be that great.
This won't take much of your time.
I'd quite like to see what the PC version's like before I go buy it. I think there is a demo for it. Oh, I'm still playing music, aren't I? Whoops. Oh, how do I quit? That wasn't bad. Carried on playing. I've forgotten how to quit. Launch request, that'll get me killed. Yeah, it does. I should have stopped that music from playing because that's gonna affect its performance, isn't it? I crashed it. Oh God, I don't know what that's doing. They don't like being reset too quickly sometimes, eh? You need to leave them off for a little bit at least. Not just flick the power off, flick it back on again. Yeah, that BGM was the bloody Amiga playing. I did watch a tutorial on this game once, but yeah, I'm just... It's not really my cup of tea. Again, it's... probably a little bit too involved, really, for me to get my teeth into. I'd rather play other stuff on the Amiga. It's nice. I mean, it's a beautiful game, and if I had a crap load of time, I'd probably put some time into it, but yeah. Still haven't worked out how to quit the game. It says menu 10, button 10, but what I get is a cross. Last time I right clicked it, I crashed the game. No, I don't have a joystick plugged in. Or was it mouse driven? Yeah, it runs better on the 040, but that's... how is it? A little bit choppy. I'll get shot down if I try and take off. Yeah, I'm not sure how well it should run on an 030, to be honest. I know it runs nicely on the 040, but this could quite... oh yeah. So we'll be able to compare them tomorrow because I'm going to chuck the 040 on the bench because it's got a GoTech in it. And that just makes things a bit easier for transferring stuff. Yeah, I would say so. What year have we got here? They on the box. $1993. Wonder how it runs on a 68,000 just stock. Should give that a go as well, eh? Pull the accelerator and see how she goes. Thought about playing Eye of the Beholder. Eye of the Beholder 1. Got Eye of the Beholder 2 up there as well, but I thought, I don't know, Dungeon Crawler. I've played a bit of it. I've never completed it. I don't know if it's something that I would complete on stream or complete at all. I don't know. I worry that it might be a little bit repetitive, but could always make a start with it, see how we go. Road Tycoon drives most of my audience away. Gods. Classic. Ibris is cool. And Deluxe Gallagher. But, you know, those games, they won't stress this machine. I mean, you run those on a 68,000, but yeah, we can do some comparisons. I've done comparisons before between the 030 and the 040 on stream, but yeah, I don't see any reason why we can't do that again, probably tomorrow night once I get my other computer set up. I am pleased at how this game is, how this computer's running now, though. Potentially looks like it's a heat issue. I wouldn't put money on it. Just seems to be running. You know, that's a good long stints of, well, when I say long, a lot longer than what I did get out of it before. Like, it was locking up, and once it had warmed up, it would lock up in like a minute after it had booted into Workbench. From cold, you might get 5-10 minutes out of it. But once you'd warmed up, Yeah, I reckon it was about a minute. Warm up.
Sneaky little bugger. Chance. Oof. Oh, it's a bit sad when you can't get past the first boss, isn't it? Won't even put my name in here. PGA Gold. Is it Amiga? Amiga game? Doesn't look like an. Is it? Oh, yeah. Just a, yeah. Give that a go. And possibly give pirates a go as well. I might need assistance, maybe if some, you know. I don't really want to have to like go through the whole learning process. It's probably not very complicated as far as pirates goes, but if you want to give me a hand to play it, I'd be keen. that's right. There's smart bombs and energy shields, I think, but you have to use a keyboard, which isn't a problem, but I'm using my other hand to stabilize the joystick, otherwise I pull it off the desk. Triggered enough, not quite. Lost one life there. Can't remember what my high score on this one is, but it starts getting quite hard. Ooh, sneaky little buggers. Oh yeah, they're nasty. Suckered me into getting the bonus. Maybe you can follow that sphere that's going back and forward across the screen. The faster your rate of fire. Your time. See if we can... pulling the stick off the desk, but I've got my finger over the S. Yield. Right. Space is... Oh, smart one. I'm not sure what the E... can't remember what the E does. Oh yeah, so that's E. Gives you a slightly different firing mode. Ooh. that's a good little game. But I think Deluxe Skeleton might be better. I'm not even sure it'll run on this machine though. We'll see how we go. Oh, good one. Yeah, thanks, Xeon. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Might catch you tomorrow. Possibly we'll stream tomorrow night. If not, it'll be the night after. Thanks for hanging out. We might play some Pirates, eh? Maybe some golf. Game is surprisingly deep. You get lots of different power-ups, different weapons. You get, what do they call them? Emblems or something, like stripes, different coloured stripes, and if you get the whole set, you get a bonus. There's an asteroid sort of mini game. There's this memory mini game. There's one green stripe there on the left from blowing up that sort of mini boss. From memory, it's a little bit like Hybris. If you get hit, you just lose one of your power-up shots. Your power up. Maybe you die and lose your power up. So those coins, they give you money and you can buy extra weapons. And yeah, it's a hell of a lot deeper than the standard Galaga. And if you get, like, there was an R came down then, if you spelled extra, you get an extra life, I think. Would make sense. $400. Sure. Grab that. Oh damn it, that question mark was a random bonus, which can sometimes be a negative bonus. Took my triple shot away. Oh, whoops. Okay, so that's a single shot. Oh, bugger. Rank marker is what they're called. I've got the green, the blue and the white. And the scope up. Right, so there are meteors with numbers on them, and that gives you credits. You can pull the trigger to make the meteors fly past faster and get to your destination quicker, which you can see on the right, the red ship travelling up the screen there. It's quite difficult to get to the end, and if you crash before reaching the end, you lose your credits, as far as I understand. That's not bad. Oh, it's points, not credits. Yeah. It does, doesn't it? Although, you know, I don't think this is stressing out very much, is it? But the fan has made a huge difference. Interesting. I wonder if I might chuck a little heatsink on the CPU and the processor. Just want to put maybe just a small fan. Give me a break. Last continue, I think. Oh no. firepower to complete these bonus waves. Supposed to survive that. Yeah. Yep. It's a good game. I really like this one. I was wondering if Eye of the Beholder is installable. Oh yeah. I remember enjoying this one back in the day. Haven't played it for a long, long time. Dungeon crawler. I've been thinking about playing it on stream. But it's going to be one of those things, we'll see how it goes type thing, because I'm just a little bit worried it might get a bit samey. I don't know. We'll find out. Probably won't go too far into it tonight, but let's see. Oh yeah, it is installable. Interesting install routines, aren't they? Some of them. See if it supports dual disk. Oh, got something to show you. Excuse the state of it. Needs clean. It's the best I can get you. Oh, not sure where the mouse is. I'm pretty sure I've got a mouse for it, but I found the keyboard. And it's one of those things I can't be 100% sure I ever did have a mouse for it. I think I did, but it's not, it wasn't with the machine, it wasn't with the keyboard. So, yeah, I'm not sure how easy they are to find if I need one, or what I can use in lieu of a iMac mouse. Yep, it looks like it's USB, like USB socket on the keyboard, so that could be worth a try, couldn't it? But thought I might give that a clean up. Possibly a little weekend project, give it a wee clean. Maybe just fire test it to start with. It used to work. It did boot. I remember when I first got it, she fired up. Don't know what state it's in now. It's been neglected because I'm not really, I don't know much about Apple, so I don't sort of tend to mess around with them. But oh, okay. Oh, sweet. Did you get that from someone in New Zealand, or did you get it from overseas? Okay. Yeah. It's dusty. Right. Where's the... It was putting it in here. Right. Yep. Yep. That's handy. If that's the case, there's one of these at the recycle centre. And they want $100 for it for parts. And I think Carsonomi, I need to get rid of that bloody screensaver. I think Carsonomi mentioned that possibly it could have a faulty optical / hard drive, either one or both. If it's got the mouse and keyboard, I wonder if it's, do you think it's worth paying $100 for? I'm not sure whether it's one of those computers that would have surface mount caps. It doesn't. I don't know what era it is, but maybe it does. I don't know, but not sure how reliable. Yeah, they don't seem to be, as you say, they don't seem to be very popular, eh? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Right. We'll put a probably just a human male in there, eh? He can be the meat shield fighter. We'll make him a chaotic good. That's pretty good. We'll give him a bit more strength. Can you just go dog on this? What's the point in this if you can just make them super powerful? That doesn't seem right, does it? You can just make them super... Oh, I see. Your health points go down. Is that what that is? So you've only got a certain amount. I think dexterity is probably a good one to have. Wisdom... Constitution, probably a good one for a fighter, eh? Fix that out. Charisma. Make him a bloody ladies' man. Got the Riz. I mean, how far can I go with this? What does this actually mean? Or is this cheating? Is that 0 or 100? That seems a bit like cheating to me. Yeah. We really need to read up on this. Because eventually I'm cheating badly. I don't know really enough about the game. I can't remember all this. I might have a little read up before I actually start playing this. But let's just go okay. Reroll. Keep. Let's go for a fighter thief. That looks elf-like. No. Sounds appropriate, doesn't it? Let's make, let's put a hobbit in, eh? Make Like the Hobbit. Cleric. Chaotic evil, just, I don't know, let's make him look really nasty. What do you reckon, Frodo, Bilbo? An elf. Female. We'll make her lawful good. Did you spell it? No. Anyway. Rolls here. How do I get out of inventory? Escape. Put this down to a warm-up. He actually needs a throwing weapon, doesn't he? Arwen's nearly dead. Keeps missing. Jeez. They're not very accurate, are they? I remember this being a bit clunky. Spells, I have to learn them, don't I? Arwen's nearly dead. Why can't he can't throw? Lots are missing. I need to definitely re-roll these characters. Spells to work that out. Spell. Heal, is it? Someone that could actually... that something would be good. Anyway, you get the gist of it. It's it gets a little bit puzzly. doing? Anyway, I think that's going to be about it this evening. Right across to Retro Demiurgy. He's playing Amiga. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you maybe tomorrow night. If not, probably the night after. Cheers.